Welcome to a Different Family Podcast, where family ain't always about blood, it's about the bond.
It's built on the grind, in the locker room, on the field, and through life's toughest moments.
Here, we sit down with real people, athletes, friends, mentors, even rivals.
To talk about the connections and the ties that push them to their wins and their losses.
Because sometimes your biggest blessings ain't the people you came from, it's the ones who showed up. This is more than a podcast.
This is a Different Family Podcast.
What's up, y'all? It's Shawn Rycraw, a wide receiver at the University of Monticello. Welcome to the first episode of a Different Family Podcast. On this podcast, I'm bringing you along my journey, the lessons, and who the people who shaped me along the way.
And I'm Harrison Pickett, basketball player from Benton High School. I just graduated. I'm going to UAPB to continue my basketball career. I've been playing basketball for a long time. It's taught me a lot of life lessons through my ups and downs, and I built lots of different connections. That's it.
This is where teammates become brothers, friends become family, and stories are real. Welcome to a Different Family. Today, we are talking to the real MVPs, our moms. Let me introduce my mom, Cristil Rycraw.
Now I'd like to introduce my mom, Linda Harrison. Thank both of y'all for being here.
Thank you for having us.
Let's jump right in. When did you first realize we were serious about sports? Yeah.
Oh, okay. When I first realized that you were serious about sports, probably maybe around second grade. That's when I realized you were really serious.
What sport was I playing?
Baseball. You were playing basketball, but you also were playing baseball.
As far as you, Harrison, I remember you playing football. You took it very serious. One of the things is you never wanted to come off the field, so I knew you were going to have a great passion about sports. I just didn't know at that time exactly what sport it would be. However, it started early on when you were playing flag football.
Did you think I'd be serious about basketball?
Once you started playing, sure I did. Once you started playing, it became a situation of which sport. So you went from football to t-ball, baseball, and yes, at one point you finally said, no, basketball, I don't want anything else. So I knew then, that's it.
What's one early childhood game that make both of y'all either laugh or like that y'all proud of?
To be honest, when it comes to you, all of them. Everything. There would probably be something that would stand out. However, one in general doesn't come to mind right now. But there were so many that I have attended, and I was just a proud mom.
So I would have to say it was flag football. And you all were at the stadium. It was the championship game. And you had a long way to go for that touchdown. And if you had made that touchdown, y'all would have won. And you got like probably a foot or two from the end zone, and the boy snatched your flag.
At Wood Memorial?
Yes.
I remember that. Okay. Was there ever a moment you thought he's gonna make it? Like you just knew, like me, Harrison, we were just gonna make it in college or to the next level, even though we haven't made it there. But you just realized like he's going to school.
I've never lost faith in my son, Harrison. Shawn, I know for you, I just always felt like you were just very athletic. The one thing I do remember is when you had the injury, Harrison. That kind of affected me just as well, although I know you weren't hurt. Didn't lose hope, didn't lose faith, but I just knew it was in your heart, you know.
I think pretty much I always thought that if you work hard and stay focused and put your mind to it, destined to do whatever you want to do, whichever sport it was, whatever it is that you want to do. I knew that you would do it with your hard work and work ethic.
So sports moms have a lot of pressure. Could y'all elaborate on some of the pressures that y'all face as a sports mom?
Well, pretty much trying to, for myself, trying to be present, and I like to be present. So it's just a lot trying to make sure that you're at practices, you're at games. That's when you weren't able to drive. That would probably be the most, is just making sure that you were at, everything that you needed to be at. And then me trying to be at all the games that I could possibly be at. It took a lot of sacrifice, but, I wanted to be there for you and support you.
For myself, the pressure of, am I equipping him with everything that he needs? Am I doing what I should be doing, like as far as on the field, off the field, what you get out from your coach as opposed to what you come home and what we're doing, what I'm feeding you at the time because you weren't cooking. When you get ready to go out for the basketball, was I getting you the proper training that you should have had? So that was a little bit of pressure sometimes, even as you grew older. So yeah, some of that.
What about like at the games? Has it ever been times like other parents put pressure on y'all about like us?
Not necessarily that, probably because they know us. As a family, it's like, oh no, we're not going with that. However, I do remember someone made a comment to me when you were middle school to say, oh, I didn't know they used your nickname, but I didn't know he could play like that. And I was like, he's always been a star. What do you mean? So I felt a little bit from that I had to defend you and knowing that you could play. However, the pressure of them thinking you had just stepped your game up, and I said, no, he's always been a player. He's just never had that particular spotlight that he could shine in at that particular moment. Same with you. I always knew you had it. Yes.
And no pressure for me at the games. I'm just sitting back chilling and really tuning out all the noise. So I'm just there, taking it all in, watching you guys play.
So most of the time you're not around like the opposing team parents?
No, I stay on my side.
And as far as pressure, like, who did you have to lean on, or did you have a support system that, like, y'all can just go talk to after the game or whatever the situation would have been?
Okay. Yes, support system, because I'm not real into sports like that. So your brothers, your auntie, whomever, whatever family member I needed to consult with, because I didn't know it all. And so I just wanted to make sure that I was doing everything that you needed me to do for your sport. So I had, yes, support, and I would utilize and go to them.
So the saying, it takes a village to raise a family, that part right there. So I have always said everybody needs a Miss Jackson in their lives. And if you don't have a Miss Jackson, you're missing out on something. So I've had Miss Jackson. I have my sister who we talk about the game afterwards. I have brothers, my other brothers, other family members, nieces and nephews that know. And plus, talk to you sometimes about it. But to talk to someone afterwards, it was always usually close-knit people. And as Harrison, as you grew older, I don't like sitting around. It's like sleeping with the enemy. So what I'm going to do is we're going to sit around family members, people that even if you've done something that is opposed to what they think you should have done, it's like I know it's coming from a space of love. So we choose to sit where we're going to sit, with people that we know are looking out for your betterment.
Okay. So let's talk about game days. So, like, what are y'all least and best favorite moments of, like, game days?
You go first, Chris.
Least and favorite moments. The least and favorite. So I guess preparing for the game in my house with my husband, because it's like he's playing, and that is just it's now that's stress for me, but because I'm just getting ready and I'm just ready to go watch the game. But as all parents, you want your child to do well. But and you said after the game?
No, least favorite and, like, worst. Like,
Oh, the worst.
I mean, yeah.
Oh, probably the worst would be if Shawn didn't perform like he wanted to, or if they lost a game, because he doesn't like to lose, of course. That would probably just seeing his reaction and knowing how he's feeling would probably be my worst.
For you, now that I'm in college and I've been through a season, which would you say, like, you've not necessarily liked more, but high school, getting ready for high school, or like the high school just in general, or college, or like which is your favorite as far as right now that you've been through?
Probably right now I would say high school, because I think I'm just getting to know everybody, and the parents, get together, so it's like we're a family, and I haven't gotten that far yet with UAM.
Am I supposed to speak on the least favorite now?
Least favorite and favorite.
To lose. I don't like it. I don't think anybody in our family, everyone knows that. On the other hand, just seeing you guys have a great game, and when I say great, doing good, going out there doing what you guys love to do. I want to see you catch the ball. I want to see you get yards. I want to see you make a touchdown. I want to see you hit a three. I want to see you get across that just win, basically.
For a question that we've all wanted to know, if we weren't athletes, what do you think we'd be doing right now? Like, what do you think our job or occupation or career would be?
Well, I pray that you would be in college like you are, maybe not playing football, but pursuing a degree. And you may be trying to dip into rapping.
You just said that before.
Harrison, you look up everything on the internet, and you take it all in for a minute anyway. But I think you would be a physical therapist or some type of trainer on the sporting side. I think that's what you would be doing.
Good guess. Could both of y'all describe our bond in one word?
Solid. It doesn't matter if you guys see each other every 2 weeks, you don't talk in a month, you guys come together, nothing can break it.
I would say real, because it's real.
Well, as we come to an end, what is one thing that you want both of us to just remember in life and keep in our head and on our shoulders?
First thing that comes to mind right now, seriously, I was reading this the other night. It's in Jeremiah. For I know the plans that I have for you, plans for you to prosper. I want you guys to go back and read it. But that's probably the thing when you said that of what I read the other night. Plans to give you a future, an unexpected hope. I can't quote it verbatim right now, but I do know it. But putting me in this setting right now, yeah, that's it. Go back and read it. It's Jeremiah 29 and somewhere like 11, 12. Yeah. And I think you guys are going to be great.
I would just want you all to keep believing in yourself, keep putting in the work, and just like I believe Jason mentioned to you yesterday, just tune out the noise. You know, you all stay focused and know what your goal is and stay dedicated to it.
Well, I just want to thank both of y'all because without neither one of you, we wouldn't be here, and second, we wouldn't be as far as we came. Like, yes, it takes a village, but the biggest supporters and the ones who are gonna be there from the ups, the downs, no matter what, are you two. And I really want to express my appreciation for both of y'all. And I just, getting into sports and like the ups, the downs, it gets real emotional, and we may take out our anger on you. We may express different ways, and I'm just glad that y'all, take it and love us regardless of how we are and whatever happens, and forever going to be there.
And yeah, that's a wrap. This was the first episode. It was pretty short, but I just want to let y'all know that we were very grateful for y'all having come on the show, and that I really appreciate both of y'all. And I might not say it a lot, but y'all really mean a lot to me and like in my life and how I'm coming. And yeah, let us know what y'all want to see next on the Different Family Podcast.